Okay, so back in Los Alerces National Park, we are faced with a situation where the graders have been out. This is what they do on the dirt roads, but there it is. The graders have been out flattening and putting down a new surface for the road to take rid of the potholes and all of that. But what actually happens is they create a really soft layer which is absolutely horrible to ride on. There we go. You can see what he's doing. So there's a fresh layer of dirt put down in the middle in a line, and then the grader, that machine that you've just passed, comes along and scrapes the dirt to flatten it so that it ends up with a nice surface of the road. The only problem is the road surface changes all the time. That soft stuff's horrible to ride on, and it becomes quite treacherous and quite slow. Now, the other thing that happens, of course, is that all the traffic that would normally be on this nice wide road actually ends up travelling on the same side of the road. So you've got to go really slow in case something comes the other way. They also put down layers of loose gravel like this, which is absolutely terrifying to ride on if you're anything like me, because the really loose gravel makes the handlebars wiggle and waggle and the bike shimmy and shake in all directions. And the secret to riding on it is just to keep going. Is actually to try and build a little bit of momentum and keep the power on. Try not to let the bike go anywhere you don't want it to go. You sort of steer it with your feet and your balance, and just try and keep away from the really deep stuff that's to my right, because if you end up in that, the bike will go into a bit of a tank flapper, and the next thing you know, you'll be on the ground. But when you do get a chance to have a look around, the scenery is absolutely stunning. It's just that the riding becomes a little bit more of a challenge when it's like this. But there you go. A little bit of Patagonian dirt. I am taking it really steady because of the narrowness of the road, and I've already encountered quite a few vehicles coming the other way. I don't want to encounter any more. So there you go. Look at that for a view. Isn't it beautiful? Enough of that. So we're back on tarmac again, having done the dirt road. Just 3 miles before the end of the dirt road was a rather interesting little water crossing. There's a waterfall running across the road. Unfortunately, Norman's had a little tip-off shortly after that. Tweaked his back, but he's still riding. So I got through it okay, no problem, and then I waited for the group and showed them the line to take. I got everybody else through it without any drama, so I'm really pleased about that. Does mean that we're all still going, which is what we want. So now there's only Pat behind me, Pat in the van. So I'm going to press on a little bit, make progress as they say, and see if I can rejoin some of the group. Just make sure everybody's okay. But it's still a beautiful day. Temperature's now up to 20 degrees, would you believe? So once again we've been absolutely blessed with superb weather and great riding. That was a really good dirt road, really enjoyed that. Nice to get the feeling back, you know. Still have slight confidence issues on the dirt sometimes. It's just nice when it flows like that. But now we're back on my favourite surface, smooth tarmac, so away we go. Until later. Oh, look at these yellows, aren't they bright? I wish I could smell it. We need smell-o-vision, because that just smells gorgeous riding through there. Those beautiful forests. Oh yeah, lovely. Anyway, you can't smell it, so not a lot I can do, but you can certainly see the colours, how vibrantly yellow is. There you go.
Okay, welcome back to Argentina. Still Argentina, because we're on our way to the border now. We're just less than 10 miles away. As you can tell, we're on a dirt road again. Short stretch of dirt road this, about 20 miles, just after the town of Trevelin, where we stopped for a very nice lunch. Trevelin, interesting little town. It's very Welsh. It was a Welsh settlement. The Welsh settled there about 1891, I think it was. But now, as I say, we're on the way to the border, where we'll cross back into Chile, and then it's only a short hop the other side to the hotel at Futaleufu. But first we've got to deal with the dust created by this bus ahead, which is a bit of a pain in the neck. But as you can tell, we're slightly quicker than the bus. And also, I want to get ahead of it before the border. Use your mirrors, mate. That would be good. So there we go. Still epic scenery. As you can tell, still got snow-capped mountains all around. Usual challenge of riding on dirt roads, of sticking in the grooves. But these ones are quite pronounced and the ground is quite solid. So it's actually not too bad, although the wind is picking up a fair bit and blowing us around. But, yeah, 8.5 miles to go to the border, so I'll put the camera back on when we get there.
So that was the Chilean-Argentine border. Very efficient, very straightforward. And now we're back in Chile again. Futaleufu is 10k, so about 7 miles to the hotel. All fairly straightforward. 20 to 5. So a reasonable time to be arriving. But welcome back to Chile.